It's time for the Coach's Corner Show with your host, Pat Disabato.
Hello, welcome to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. I'm your host, Pat Disabato, from the Daily Southtown newspaper. And if you haven't figured it out by now, we are at Lincoln Way Central High School on the corner of Route 30 and Schoolhouse Road in New Lenox. Have a great show for you tonight, folks. Lincoln Way Central football coach Jeremy Cordell will be our first guest. Knights are sitting 4-0. Jeremy's done a tremendous job here. He's got the program, ready to sustain success. They're coming off a 7-4 season last year, and they knocked off Lockport, homecoming game here last week, 42-0. So very impressive victory by the Knights. However, the big dog is this Friday night, hosting Lincoln Way East. Both teams 4-0, both obviously an inter-district rivalry, and there's some other intangibles involved as well that we will talk to with Jeremy about. So 7:30 p.m., this is the place to be. They're selling tickets all week at both schools. So get up, it's going to be crazy here. Easily 5,000 people at least. So, all right, and we're also going to have on quarterback Sam Paparas. He will be our second guest. Quarterback, seniors, doing a great job leading this offense. So we are going to go to a Beggar's Pizza timeout. There's a nice Beggar's Pizza right down 30 here in New Lenox. And remember, join the Big Cheese Club loyalty program. Plenty of great perks to be had. All right, folks, we get back from this Beggar's Pizza timeout. Lincoln Way Central football coach Jeremy Cordell will be our guest. Stay tuned.
We came up with a bunch of clever commercial ideas to entice you into trying Beggar's Pizza. We decided to let the food speak for itself.
Hello, boys. I'm a drop-dead gorgeous pepperoni sausage, hold the vegetables deep dish pizza. Just look at my cheese. Your place or mine. Beggar's Pizza. We lay it on thick.
If you're suffering from physical pain, nothing else matters. The one thing that should is Midwest Orthopedic Consultants, because experience never mattered more. Serving the community for 25 years with over 90 years of combined orthopedic experience, our fellowship-trained surgeons provide individualized care to those suffering from orthopedic pain. We deliver comprehensive care from diagnostic to surgical to rehabilitative services, all under one roof in each of our locations. Midwest Orthopedic Consultants, bringing university-level orthopedic care close to home.
Having surgery or dealing with some type of nagging pain that limits your function? Then get to Athletics. We offer treatment for all types of orthopedic injuries, work-related injuries, and sports injuries. Therapists with over 20 years of experience provide treatment that is efficient and effective. Our 2,000 square foot clinics offer state-of-the-art equipment from HydroTrack, Blankenship, and Biodex. If your doctor suggests physical therapy, then you suggest Athletics, where every patient is treated like a champion.
All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. If you're just joining us, we are at Lincoln Way Central High School in New Lenox, home of the Knights, and first guest tonight, football coach Jeremy Cordell. Jeremy, thanks for coming on board, man.
Thanks for having
Welcome
us.
aboard.
Thank you.
First time on the Coach's Corner Show, so off to a great start, my man. 4-0, coming off a 42-0 win over Lockport. What has been the key to this team's success?
I think you just got to put it back to the process. Just kids believing, our players believing, buying in. It starts back in January.
Yep.
When we started. If a lot of people talk about, hey, football begins in August. Well, football doesn't begin in August. And
no,
it's if you're doing it the right way, you got to have the buy-in from the beginning. And our kids did a phenomenal job from January, through this moment of just taking it day by day. Our program motto is to be 1-0 every single day, and that's the way that we really try to just live out and practice. And
yep.
Whether it's the off season, whether it's the summer, whether it's fall practice now, and we take day by day and week by week.
Good. In regards to this team, what has surprised you most through 4 weeks?
I don't know if anything really surprises me. I'm excited about where we're at as far as we have high expectations, and our players are meeting those high expectations. And they have high expectations. It all fits together. Every week obviously you go back and you look at, hey, what can we do to grow? What can we do better? What can we do as coaches better? What can we do as players better? And I think just the relationship that we have between our coaches and our players, we're all on the same mission. Yeah. We're on the same mission. We're all on the same page, and and we're constantly looking to grow and get better. And I think that's a big key. Yeah, and that mission's a key, man, because you got it on the posters, and I like that. Very creative with the NIU. That's where the state finals are going to be held. So kudos to you guys, man. I thought that was very creative, and thank you. That's awesome, man. So this defense has allowed only 23 points all season. What is the strength of this defense? Well, definitely experience. We bring back a lot of guys from last year that were juniors last year, and that were learning the process, learning the system, learning about themselves at the varsity level. Very talented, quick to the ball, very fast and physical. Like we preach in our defensive system to begin with, but just to be able to take that game experience from last year and the playoff experience, and then not be satisfied with that and commit everything they've got to getting better and doing things better as a group, and maybe not even focusing so much on an opponent, or we do that, we have thorough scouting and everything that we do, but focus more on what they need to do better than so much what the opponent does. And I think that really turned a corner this year in the summer when they're like, hey, it's about us and it's about what we do, and if we can control those things, then we can control a lot of the situation. Yeah, and like you said, you got a good group on both sides of the ball from a team that went 7-4 last year, man. So having a lot of those guys back, they're ready to roll. Peyton Nigro being one of those guys who's ready to roll. So the offense, man, 116 points. Obviously, quarterback Sam Papyrus, he's going to be our guest in the next segment. But what has been the key to this offense? I know you got balance with Matt Pollock. You got some weapons all over the place. What is the strength of this offense? Well, I'm going to say it as the day is long. It's your offensive line. Yep. We may not have the biggest offensive line out there, but our offensive line are incredibly hard workers. They're tight. They're a tight group. Once again, they know the end process. They're very unselfish teammates. They'll do anything for their quarterback. They'll do anything for their skill guys, and vice versa. Our skill guys will do anything for our linemen. And when you have that, I think that relationship. Yep. I think you're going to see some great results. You're going to see our lineman chest bumping a receiver. You're going to see a lineman, a running back coming up saying, "Hey, that was a great block." And we really preach that and try to plant that seed. But they've also embraced that, and that's what makes them special. And I think, you can take scheme all you want to. I think we've got a solid scheme, but it comes down to those little things in the culture of your offense or defense, and I think they do a really good job embracing that. So you got your guys that they're your guys, man. They're going to be there for you. Who are some kids that kind of have stepped up this year and kind of have gone beyond expectations from what you kind of expected? Yeah. Anybody fit that role or what? I don't know if anybody's gone above expectations. Like I said, we have high expectations for our kids, and we know what they can do. And but just to throw names out there, our quarterback Sam Paris, he's done such a great job this year. It's first year starting as a senior. Yep. But you would think that he played in every game last year and was our starter last year. Cool, calm, and collected. Definitely the leader of our offense. It makes us run. He just. Whether it's controlling the game or by air or whatever, and he'll do whatever needs to be done. And just I love his disposition during the game. We've had other guys step up. Justin Ellis, who's a junior, quick kid for us, playing running back. He's hit a couple touchdowns last week. Absolutely, yep. He's accumulated some quiet yards, and he just sees a talented kid. And but we have guys everywhere. Like I said, we got seniors that are. Everybody plays a role. Yep. We've had Zach Stocklosa step up some games and catch some balls. Devin Smith last game catch some balls. Matty Pollock is a constant. Running the ball and catching the ball. Just different guys everywhere that fit together. And that's, once again, I think that has the makings for a very successful high school football team. Yep. All right. So this place on Friday night, as you look at it right now, empty on Friday night, 7:30, going to be entirely different. Probably about 5 o'clock on Friday night, it's going to be entirely different. It's going to be packed here. You're hosting Lincoln Way East. Both of you guys undefeated, obviously District 210 rival. I don't know if people are aware, but the Mokina kids, their first 2 years, they attended Lincoln Way East. Once Lincoln Way North shut down, all the Mokina kids from East came to Central. So,
Going to be very intense, very emotional. What do you guys need to do? What's going to be the key to this game?
Yeah.
How excited are you for this?
Well, everybody's excited. You know, it's a district game. I mean, anytime you have a district game, it's going to be exciting. You know, it does take on probably a little bit more extra meaning, you know, just for, you know, some of the things that you know, that everybody's gone through. But you know, in the end, it is a football game, and we have to prepare like we would any other week, and you know, that process stays true. You know, as far as keeping emotions in check and, you know, and keeping the main thing, I mean, that's exactly it. You stay true to the process, you know, and you know, our kids last week did an incredible job. I mean, during a homecoming week against Lockport, and you know, there's a million distractions during homecoming. And I praise and talk to our players about that you know, last week was the same message. Keep the main thing. You know, we want you to enjoy your homecoming experience. You're all high schoolers. We all went through it too as coaches, but you put in so much work and you put in so much time. Don't forget the main thing. And they did an incredible job of that, and the result was there. Had a great week of practice. You know, the 42-0 win, and that message rings true this week. It's still a football game, and we're going to go out. We're going to do our process just like we did tonight, and going to continue to do tomorrow.
Okay. Social media, you guys are very good on social media. Kudos to you with that. You emphasize your kids owning your 20-foot square foot of culture. What does that mean?
Everybody's got a job. Everybody has to pull their weight within the culture. If so-and-so does not pull his weight, then that's going to infiltrate others. You know, if everybody doesn't buy in, then, you know, there's going to be a weak link somewhere. And, you know, we talk about just from the way that we practice, from our language that we use to, you know, our mannerisms to, you know, hey, we jog everywhere we go. You know, when we're coming on the practice field, we're never walking between the white lines. I mean, just the little culture things that we do, you know, like I said, no matter who we play, we have to own that every day, and we have to be man enough to own that every day. And that's what we mean by owning your 20 square feet of culture. Like, hey, if you do it, and you do it, and you do it, well, guess what? Those 20 feet start to accumulate, and now everybody's owning the culture. So
great message, man. Great message. I like that. All right, we should tell people the sophomores, undefeated, 4-0, freshmen are 3-1. So as a program, these guys are 11-1. So Jeremy's done a great job. He's like the Energizer Bunny. He's calm right now, but this guy is full of enthusiasm. And his quarterback right now, Sam Papiris, he's nodding his head. He agrees with that. But it's great, man. You're doing a great job over here.
Thank you.
However, as any successful coach knows, it all starts at home. All right, and I'm sure your wife, you know, she's got to give you a long leash to be able to do the things you do. So we're going to hook up your wife here, okay?
I
Lisa
appreciate
Thomas
that.
Salon, Mokeen, a little goodie bag for her for putting up with the life of a football coach. And this is your first time on the show, too.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
All right? I appreciate you coming on board. I'll see you out here Friday night. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Appreciate you having me.
All right.
Thank
Jeremy,
you very much.
Thank you. All right. Folks, we're going to a Lisa Thomas Salon timeout. Locations Mokina, Orland Park, Tinley Park. We come back. Lincoln Way Central quarterback Sam Papiris. He will be our guest. Sam the man. Stay tuned.
It's time, your time. Look renewed. Feel rejuvenated. Visit Lisa Thomas Salon. Whether it's a new hairstyle, expertly applied makeup, skin treatments, or nail services, our professional stylists are up to date on all the latest techniques and styles to help you achieve the look you've always wanted. Find the you deserve. Your transformation begins at Lisa Thomas.
Bob's Auto Body and Repair in Blue Island has been prospering since 1968 when Robert Warniak Sr. opened a business. Bob's goal? To go above and beyond to satisfy their customers. Whether it's a small ding or a major collision repair, Bob's is a trained technician and state-of-the-art equipment to meet the high standards their customers expect and that Bob's demands. Bob's also offers complete mechanical services for your automobile, from an oil change to brake repairs. Mention this ad, Bob's will detail your car for free with any auto body work or give you a free oil change with any mechanical work. Bob's Auto Body and Repair, Blue Island.
Looking for a unique dining experience with incredible food? Then check out Labriola Bakery Cafe. Opened by Rich Labriola, Chicago's premier artisan baker, you know they'll have great bread, but you won't believe the rest of their menu. Wood-fired Neapolitan pizzas, fresh pasta, and their world-famous Richie Burger. There's also homemade gelato and, of course, their famous bread. Labriola Bakery Cafe and Neapolitan Pizzeria, conveniently located in the Oakbrook Promenade.
Apple Chevy in Tinley Park has great deals this month. Hurry in before they're gone. Like $12,452 off the rugged and dependable 2017 Chevy Silverado. Or choose between 20% off or 0% financing on the 2017 Chevy Cruze, Malibu, or Trax. Jump into the sleek and stylish new 2018 Chevy Equinox. Lease for only $199 a month. Or drive away in a 2017 Chevy Camaro. Get $3,000 off plus Chevy owner get an additional rebate. Hurry into Apple Chevy in Tinley Park today because these deals will be gone before you know it.
All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggars Pizza. If you're just joining us, we are at Lincoln Way Central High School, home of the Knights. Friday night, 7:30, Lincoln Way Central versus Lincoln Way East, battle of top 5 teams in the area. Next guest, quarterback Sam Paparas. Sam, thanks for coming on board, my man.
Thank you for having me.
Senior quarterback for the Knights, and this offense putting up some big-time points, Sam. 116 of them. What is the key to this team's offense?
The key is just our
Besides
O-line.
you, obviously,
Yeah.
but
the key is our O-line. I mean, they're not the biggest or like the strongest, but how athletic they are and how conditioned they are. We do a lot of pulling, we do a lot of sealing, and they have to be athletic and they have to be honest, execute their job. And to be honest, we can't do anything if we don't have our O-line. Yeah.
Yep, that's the bread and butter, man, of any offense. In regards to the team's biggest strength, your biggest asset, what would you think the team's biggest strength is?
Our biggest strength is just playing as a team. We're very close, we're a tight-knit group, and our offense, it's very unpredictable. It's hard to defend. We have a lot of different things going on at one time, and I think that really helps out because we have a lot of different key players that just make us let us do what we can do.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough for an opponent to kind of focus in on 1 or 2 guys with your offense. That's the thing. You guys have multiple weapons. You can run the ball, pass the ball. You can get things done at quarterback. So very tough team to defend, right?
So,
yeah, that's what I figured, man. All right, so Friday night, this place. I mean, you're gonna have tough time sleeping Thursday night. How excited are you for this game?
I'm gonna be very excited and very pumped, but at the end of the day, it's a game.
Yeah.
I just need to stay cool, collective, and I just need to be poised to do what I do and play football out here. That's it.
Not get overwhelmed by the moment.
Yes.
That's the key. Do you think you'll sleep okay Thursday? You think you'll have a little bit more butterflies or what?
I'll probably have some trouble sleeping. I'll have some butterflies. I'll be up all night watching film and trying to get some sleep, but
excited.
I'm
this
excited.
Is why you
very
play,
excited.
right?
Yes.
This is why you play the game, man. That's it. All right, so you go up against your defense every day in practice. How much has that factored into the success of this team's offense so far?
Our defense, I think they've let up 20 points. What is that? That's 5 points a game. And just the key for us as an offense is we play against our defense and they're phenomenal.
Yeah.
And they give us great looks. They are great at reading what like their blocks, pulling guard, do all this. They're very good at giving us a time to prep and get an example of the opponent's offense.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That helps us out tremendously.
Huge. That's what I would imagine, man. What would you say? You know, you guys finished 7-4 last year. You had a great season. What would you say the biggest difference is from last season to this season?
Last season, I think together as an offense is we were very young. We had a young team, a lot of juniors starting, and this year we have a lot of returning starters. And I think that helps us out a lot because they're experienced. They know what's going on. They know what they have to do to get the job done. Yep. And I think that helps us out tremendously.
Well, you want to know what type of guy this kid is, okay? So we're taping Monday night. It's around 6:30, 6:45 in the evening. So what's he got going on tonight? He's a smart kid too, 3.6 GPA, so he's got it going on. He's hosting at his house. The linemen, his offensive linemen are coming over, and he's not serving these guys burgers and dogs, brats, hooking these guys up with steaks. So that's the type of guy this guy is, man. So kudos to you.
Thank you.
Those offensive linemen better appreciate that, right?
I appreciate what they do for me.
That's it, man. So because he's
ways.
such a leader, that's leadership, stand-up guy, we're going to hook you up. We're going to give you a nice $25 gift card to Labriola Bakery Cafe. So you can go to Labriola Bakery Cafe, you can go to La Barra, you can go to Stan's Donuts. This is good for any of those, okay? So enjoy this, because that's what we like to see, some good leadership, all right?
All right, thank you.
All right,
Appreciate
enjoy it, man. Sam, thanks for coming on board. Good luck Friday. We'll be here. Can't wait for that game. I think it's the Comcast game of the week as well. So, all right, we are going to go to an athletics timeout. Our good buddy Tom Mulvey, locations in Oak Lawn and Orland Park. When we return, we got the results segment, we got players of the week, a lot of good stuff. Stay tuned.
Having surgery or dealing with some type of nagging pain that limits your function? Then get to Athletics. We offer treatment for all types of orthopedic injuries, work-related injuries, and sports injuries. Therapists with over 20 years of experience provide treatment that is efficient and effective. Our 2,000 square foot clinics offer state-of-the-art equipment from HydroTrack, Blankenship, and Biodex. If your doctor suggests physical therapy, then you suggest Athletics, where every patient is treated like a champion.
We came up with a bunch of clever commercial ideas to entice you into trying Beggar's Pizza. We decided to let the food speak for itself.
I'm a half sausage for you and your husband, and a half just cheese for the kids, who never seem to stop moving. Go ahead and take the night off, Mom. I got you covered. Beggar's Pizza. We lay it on thick.
If you're suffering from physical pain, nothing else matters. The one thing that should is Midwest Orthopedic Consultants, because experience never mattered more. Serving the community for 25 years with over 90 years of combined orthopedic experience, our fellowship-trained surgeons provide individualized care to those suffering from orthopedic pain. We deliver comprehensive care, from diagnostic to surgical to rehabilitative services, all under one roof in each of our locations. Midwest Orthopedic Consultants, bringing university-level orthopedic care close to home.
All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. All right, folks, results segment sponsored by Athletics, Sports, and Orthopedic Physical Therapy, locations in Oak Lawn and Orland Park. All right, game I was at last Friday night, Homewood Flossmoor 48, Bolingbrook 20. For the Brook, Anthony Vespo, 10 of 24, 237 yards passing. For HF, Justin Hall did it all, 171 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns, 161 yards receiving, and a touchdown. Leon Tana, not to be confused with Dan Tana, had touchdown runs of 1 and 11 yards, and Dominic Jones was 8 of 13 passing for 247 yards and a touchdown. Lincoln Way East 46, Sandburg 7. For the Eagles, Christian Shepard 12 of 25, 116 yards and a touchdown. Nicky Shelton had that touchdown reception, covering 30 yards for the Eagles. For East, Ryan Sienna had a 4-yard TD run. Brendan Morrissey, 6 of 12, 110 yards passing, 11 carries, 95 yards rushing. Jordan Corbett, 9 carries, 86 yards and 2 touchdowns. Mason Keenan with a 66-yard punt return for a score for the Griffins, who travel here Friday night. St. Rita 24, St. Lawrence 19. For St. Rita, Jake Zillman, 103 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns. Chris Childers, 7-yard TD run. Gavin Model, 28-yard field goal for the Mustangs, who are 3-1. For St. Lawrence, Torian Clinton, 149 yards rushing and a touchdown. Devin Rambus, 2-yard TD run for the Vikings, who fall at 2-2. Lincoln Way Central 42, Lockport nothing. For the Knights, Justin Ellis, couple touchdown runs. Sam Papiris, couple touchdown passes for the Knights, 4-0. They host East Friday night, 7:30. Shepherd 28, Revis 10. For the Astros, Markel Porter, 15 of 29, 238 yards passing, 2 scores. Chris Harrison, 4 catches, 114 yards, 2 touchdowns. Declan Quinlan, 10 carries, 58 yards and a touchdown. And DeMarco Washington had an interception for the Astros, who are 3-1. For Revis, Tyrell Seymour, 16 carries, 52 yards and a TD. Matt Beach, 13 carries, 63 yards for the Rams, who are now 2-2. The Labriola Bakery Cafe Golden Baguette Player of the Week. Man, who else but Justin Hall? 332 yards of offense, 4 touchdowns to lead HF to a 48-20 win over the Brook. For his efforts, we're going to hook him up with a $25 gift card, compliments of Labriola Bakery Cafe in Oak Brook and Chicago. The Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club Player of the Week, we're going to hook up Lamont Volleyball's Beth Cannon. Had 7 kills to lead the Indians to a win over Oak Forest. She also had 9 kills in a win over Evergreen Park. We're going to hook her up with a nice gift certificate, compliments of Lisa Thomas Salon, locations in Mokina, Orland Park, Tinley Park. Remember, gals, Still got that $66 deal. Haircut, highlights, all 3 locations at Lisa Thomas Salon. All right, we're going to go to a Labriola Bakery Cafe timeout. When we return, a little high, a little tight. Stay tuned.
Looking for a unique dining experience with incredible food? Then check out Labriola Bakery Cafe. Opened by Rich Labriola, Chicago's premier artisan baker, you know they'll have great bread, but you won't believe the rest of their menu. Wood-fired Neapolitan pizzas, fresh pasta, and their world-famous Richie Burger. There's also homemade gelato and, of course, their famous bread. Labriola Bakery Cafe and Neapolitan Pizzeria, conveniently located in the Oak Brook Promenade.
It's time, your time. Look renewed. Feel rejuvenated. Visit Lisa Thomas Salon. Whether it's a new hairstyle, expertly applied makeup, skin treatments, or nail services, our professional stylists are up to date on all the latest techniques and styles to help you achieve the look you've always wanted. Find the you you deserve. Your transformation begins at Lisa Thomas.
Bob's Auto Body and Repair in Blue Island has been prospering since 1968 when Robert Warniak Sr. opened a business. Bob's goal? To go above and beyond to satisfy their customers. Whether it's a small ding or a major collision repair, Bob's has a trained technicians and state-of-the-art equipment to meet the high standards their customers expect and that Bob's demands. Bob's also offers complete mechanical services for your automobile, from an oil change to brake repairs. Mention this ad, Bob's will detail your car for free with any auto body work or give you a free oil change with any mechanical work. Bob's Auto Body and Repair, Blue Island.
Apple Chevy in Tinley Park has great deals this month. Hurry in before they're gone. Like $12,452 off the rugged and dependable 2017 Chevy Silverado. Or choose between 20% off or 0% financing on the 2017 Chevy Cruze, Malibu, or Trax. Jump into the sleek and stylish new 2018 Chevy Equinox. Lease for only $199 a month. Or drive away in a 2017 Chevy Camaro. Get $3,000 off plus Chevy owner get an additional rebate. Hurry into Apple Chevy in Tinley Park today because these deals will be gone before you know it.
All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. All right, High and Tight, sponsored by our good friends at Midwest Orthopedic Consultants, locations in Oak Lawn and Orland Park. And next Monday, we're taping at Marist High School. Head coach Ron Dawzak will be our guest, but we're also going to have on Dr. Leonard, who was a guest last year from Midwest Orthopedic Consultants. Very informative. If you're an athlete, you definitely want to watch next week's show. Absolutely. Okay, looking forward to that. All right, High and Tight. This guy right here, Jeremy Cordell, man. This is what happens when you got the proper coach, a guy that's enthusiastic, a lot of passion, puts in a tremendous amount of time. Hence, that's why I hooked up his wife with a gift goodie bag. So Jerry's been doing a great job, and we wish the Knights nothing but success down the road here. All right, folks, hope you enjoyed the show. We'll see you next week.